No.
I hope not.
Definitely not. I think as... Oh, did you want to go first?
Oh, no, no. Go
Okay.
No?
I think I have. I think I have.
No. No, hell no. It's still a long way to go.
No, I'm actually still working on a lot of things.
I guess, yeah. I mean, so I don't have very much to complain about it, so I would probably say yes.
That's a loaded question. Heck no. Shoot, wait.
Do I feel like I've reached my potential? Again, a very broad question. That's probably the point.
No.
Do I have any potential? Do you see any potential in me?
I don't know.
Oh, don't answer like that.
Oh my god. Have I reached my full potential?
No, not at all. It's a lot in the tank, but I just have to figure out where to focus my energy, which has been the hardest part, but I think I'm getting closer to it, as of today actually.
I'm only 20 years old, so I feel like there's a lot more I could do with my life. A lot more I want to do with my life.
Definitely feeling like there's room for improvement on like my communication skills, like my public speaking, my critical thought, just so many different facets to improve on. But I'm also proud of where I've come so far.
Yeah, honestly, I do feel like I've reached my potential. Like, making it to a 4-year college and doing college sports was pretty much all I had in mind at life, and I'm doing that, so it's been pretty good.
Yeah, I think I reached my potential too. I got really involved with doing research on scripts, so I feel like I've gotten all I can really out of college.
It's an interesting question, because I would say that currently I have reached my potential, but that potential is only for the given moment that I'm in. Whereas down the road, I may have a different potential, and so I'm given the strength to fulfill that down the road.
I think I never reached my potential because I never pushed myself so hard. Yeah. I don't know why, because I always feel like I can do a little bit so I can get the whole thing. Like from my childhood, it's like I just say I want that and then I can get it. So I never pushed myself.
Yeah, I kind of agree with you, yeah, because like I was like the baby of the family, so like I always had to put in like the minimal effort to get what I wanted, so like I never had to like fight for like something that I really cared about, so like I never really had a chance to like explore just how far my potential is, yeah.
I've done crime investigation, and I was a probation officer for a long time, so I feel that I have accomplished my potentiality.
By saying like I reached my potential, it kind of puts a cap on things, if that makes sense. Like if everybody has a set amount of potential, it means you never keep growing as a person. Versus I think I've made a lot of improvements to myself versus where I used to be like a year ago, but I don't think I've reached any kind of limit yet. And I'd hope that somebody at my age hasn't reached any kind of limit, and then somebody at 60 also hasn't reached any kind of potential. Does that make sense?
I definitely don't think I am right now, and I think that for most people, it's really hard to get to your full potential. And I think that's not something you can really learn. It's something that you have to really want.
You develop.
In some ways, yes. In some ways, no. And I'm definitely harder on myself than others who critique me.
Alternatively, it could go the other way, where maybe I've reached my peak now and I'll burn out really fast and just be sad at a 9-to-5 job for the next 40 years, but we'll see.
I think my full potential will be when I can work with other people and we can all have access to housing and access to education and access, I think more in terms of social potential, I guess, than individual potential. That's now that I've thought through your question and I come to my answer at the very end of thinking out loud about it. So no, I have not reached my full individual potential because I still have a lot of things that I want to do with other people in society to make it better than it is now.
Yeah, I'm only a sophomore, so like, I mean, you never know, till like 40 or 50 you'll still grow, so you never reach your potential.
Not yet. I think I will. I'll try to, but not yet as of right now.
I feel like I've only just started with what I could do. Kind of. Well, I don't know. I turned 22 today, and then I'm graduating next quarter, so it's sort of like time for reflection and end of an era kind of thing. And like the first few years of college, I was just kind of like trying things out and kind of scared to step out and explore different things. But now I'm really finding what I like to do, and it's completely the opposite of what I thought I wanted to do when I was a freshman. Like when I was a freshman, I was just studying history and I was like, I'm gonna become a professor or an academic and like just write all the time and research and not get my hands dirty with like, I don't know, the stuff that I do now.
No, not yet. Not at all. I think we always have more room for growth. I think no matter where we think we've arrived, there's always 10 steps further that we can go. And if anything, it's really about bringing people into your life that can help pull you so much further and bring more and more out of you. So no, not at all.
I have 4 children, 3 boys and 1 girl, and they were all doing great. One is a dentist, another one is an engineer, the other one is a businessman, and my daughter is a business lady.
I feel like I won't ever reach there until, I don't know, I die. I don't know. I'll reach the potential right before.
We'll see you in the news in like 10 years. Like,
right now I'm an attorney, so there's always room for growth. It's like that quote from Black Panther, quote Black Panther. You know? But basically she says, you know, just because something works doesn't mean you can't improve it. So so I'm always striving for more.
And yeah, I just feel like I'm at the beginning of my potential.
I had a wonderful life, I really did, and I have wonderful children, and I'm very happy.
Probably the correct answer would be that nobody probably really reaches their full potential. Everyone probably has things that they could have accomplished, things they could have done that they didn't do, but I mean, you know, it's like, you know, does that make them a failure? Because, or you know, it's all kind of relative to what you believe, I guess.
Ooh. I would say challenges that don't have severe consequences.
I think ever since I was young, like I always wanted to work in a career that had concrete impact, like something that was making change happen. So I really wanted to be part of like the nonprofit or government sector, that kind of stuff.
Self-compassion. I have no compassion for myself. So I think I need to love what I do and like love myself before I can actually reach that potential, because I'm just gonna keep chasing after something that I don't think I'm ever gonna get, which is be at a certain level of skill or like technique. So I think I need self-love.
Good people, meeting good people, staying focused, and staying on the right track.
More for veterans.
For me, sticking with Jesus.
I mean, the music,
honestly,
film, industry. I mean, anything that's
knowing who I am, knowing my identity, and then sharing that, walking in that,
it's
and,
a really awesome thing. So
finding growth in that for me.
maybe eventually doing
by allowing the people in my life, like my wife, to pour into me and to learn from that as well.
people's potential is, in my opinion anyway, is going to be impacted by, you know, the way they grow up, their educational opportunities, you know, whether they've been given, you know, the cornerstones or whatever to be successful. I mean, if, you know, are the schools that they go to, are they good schools? You know, do they live in an environment where they're encouraged to, you know, challenge themselves, encouraged to reach their potential.
Unless you just drop down and cry, just like go for it. Like when you start crying, that's when you are expanding your potential. Just think of it that way. Just like add as much stuff as you can, just get as much commitments as you can, and like just give your 100% to each and everything. And don't care about GPA that much, it doesn't matter.
I guess one of the things to do to get to that spot is to specialize what I work for, because I have like a really broad variety of interests, but I'm not really deep. I don't have deep, broad focuses.
Seeing more and going further experience.
For people to reach their potential, they have to have that, you know, underpinning at an early age to give them like at least a base level to be successful, if that makes sense.
I think the most important thing is willpower and your own determination, because no matter how hard someone else pushes you, if you don't want to do it for yourself, then it's never going to work. Everything should always come from you.
I don't think everything you do needs to be like a big thing, you know?
Yo, yeah, it could be a small.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, definitely.
Like small things add up. 1 + 1 + 1 is 3, you know?
Yeah.
2 + 1 is also 3.
You don't need to
Doesn't
get an
matter.
internship like right after at the UN or something. Like
Yeah.
you can do something
Yeah.
small, and I think that all those things really, I think that makes you more well-rounded, and I
Yeah.
think that helps you build your foundation a lot better than going for a big name thing.
Like I was gonna describe it as initiative within like your own like determination, your own will. The opportunities that you will eventually find are not gonna just make their way to your doorstep. You have to go out and search for them, and go out and search for your mentor. Like there'll definitely be people here you can learn from, but you have to take the initiative yourself to find them, and that like will definitely play a huge role in helping you reach your potential.
Maybe let loose. I think for me specifically, like I care too much about what people think, and I think a lot of people care too much about what other people think, and if you stop caring about what other people are doing and just focus on you, and you're like, you know.
Nice. Yes.
Yes.
Definitely going.
Okay. There's maybe too much of an emphasis on just like 0 to 100 kind of that mentality. But yeah, you can start small, build up, work on your all-round experience.
Yeah, and be happy while doing it. Don't rush into it. Be happy your whole journey.
And then I just took time to think and reflect, which is how I came to the conclusion that success without fulfillment is the ultimate failure. So I want to be fulfilled rather than doing what society puts pressure on young people to do.
I would say live up to your potential now so that you're ready to face that down the road.
Can I quote Mean Girls? The limit does not exist. Yeah,
She's just quoting calc, like, you know.
Oh, yeah. I mean, yeah, it's a calc quote from Mean Girls.
Yo, have you heard of the word potential?
No.
Okay. Do you feel like you have reached like 100% of what you can do?
Not yet.
Why not?
Because I'm trying to learn to be more flexible, but I'm still not at 100% for it.
What do you think will help you get to 100%?
Practice a lot and make sure you don't stop doing it until you can reach your goals.